Vici Gaming's turn to pick.
Kind of think maybe going back to that March kind of trying like
10 seconds
call
left.
action, but we should assume that it'll be the 5.
We've seen Coddle at the position 4 a
5
couple
seconds
times
left.
and it's never
It
really
never
worked
looked
out.
good.
Well, it
Yeah.
keeps being like these NA teams that are like, yo, Illuminate level 1. This is a great spell,
No,
right?
no. When you're saying these NA teams, it's one.
Yes, that's
It's the Pandas, and every time they did it, they looked bad.
They're past in danger. They've gone extinct.
Yes.
Radiant's pick.
All right, so we have the next hero for Yang. It'll be the Omni Knight for him. Nice Dispel versus
Dire's turn to ban.
Coddle. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Assassin.
Why would you do it again, TNC?
Because they don't have last pick, they feel like they're safe enough to pick TA, and I would imagine that this time they maybe have a better answer against it.
Well, no, they do. They don't have last pick. It's last pick Vici.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
they don't have last pick anyway, so you might as well pick it.
Ooh, I see what you're saying. I got you. Well,
10 seconds
hopefully,
remaining.
I think you just ban it, right? There's no way you just let them. Like, you have a Coddle and a Venom.
5
Like, you have
seconds
one
remaining.
stun.
But then Razor gets.
Yeah.
You're talking about banning the Huskar,
Yes,
right?
I think that's still. I would rather play. After seeing that last game, I don't want to be that demotivated. Just ban it.
You don't
dude.
think that 20-second pick is some huge
Radiant's
anti-Husker strat? That maybe it's the reverse bait, TNC? That, like, go ahead. You know, we're showing our Templar Assassin same phase of the
They
draft.
have next pick.
Oh,
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, so ban the
Yo,
Husker.
this jumping into the mid-draft thing.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
It throws you.
So ban the Husker, not the Razor.
Yes,
Okay.
please. They have Omni. They have Heavenly Grace,
10
dude.
seconds
Do you want to see this guy jumping around that thing?
I mean,
on?
I do want to see it, but I don't
That's
think TNC
true.
wants to
5
see
seconds
it.
left.
Is there any core that we really want to see together with the Coddle in the late? Yeah. Because we have the Bristle already banned out.
Yeah, something Gabby hero.
Yeah. Another hero that can work well with the Coddle is of course the CK. But I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know if Gabby replaced that.
Radiant's choice.
It's probably the best looking one. Nothing else really
Dire's
stands
choice.
out to me
No.
in this game.
Drow
Oh,
Razor.
okay, they're gonna try this.
Ooh, they do ban
Oh, man,
out the
that's
Huskar,
great.
of course.
I'm a big fan of that.
So benefits of the Drow here over CK. Faster pace actually helps your TA. Can play with the TA early on. Can help the Venomancer too.
Yeah, I think
Quite
it's the
a
main
few
thing.
benefits.
Third ranged hero seems to be the difference maker. It's either the Enchantress, or we just saw the Marana in the previous
10
series.
seconds
This time it's
left.
going to be a Venomancer that's enabled by the Drow Ranger aura.
And they already had the
5
like the
seconds
LC and
remaining.
stuff, like all the CK illusions, like, and they had Heavenly Grace. Like CK was like not that great versus a lot of these VG heroes, so good option. Classic heroes versus Drow. It used to be like offlaners to get on top. We already have the Omni Knight, so it used to be like Stampede helped. Then you had the position 1 heroes like Spectre that helped, but
We're
you
looking
probably
for
have
a mid laner.
or a 4 if they wanted. But
Admiral Kunkka.
Kunkka mid.
Versus Florissas.
Admiral
Definitely,
Kunkka.
Armel's going to have a much better time, but not significantly more. It's still very effective against Templar Assassins.
I like the second strength hero, like nice and tanky, gets more aura items, helps out versus the Drow. Like lots of plus armor, right? Nothing for the marksman, slice us right through.
And better.
Troll too, and the versus the TA refractions. A lot of nice stuff here. It's very easy to start favoring them after that last game, and then seeing these heroes.
But we've
for me.
seen how good TA and Dro together are. So
Yep.
my question is, does TNC gonna force a game 3?
For me, it kind of like they have to play the way that this lineup works. Like it's not really a miss. To me, Vici is complacent, and he has been making a lot of plays around the map, giving that space for Paparazzi to farm. And that can be difficult when you only have like a Witch Doctor and a Lina, so I can see how TNC... I'm gonna... I don't know all around here. Maybe he will. Maybe KB can just...
Tsunami?
Yeah, I think the Couch is lucky for Vici. Gaming, they have like BOT. That's a real menace for them. It's a lot. Please don't.
Paparazzi slash apparently. Well, let's the commentary team also think it is that easy with the Void Expert, Woody Pixel, and Fog.
Yeah, thank you very much, Steve, for this brought to this one. Game 2, obviously, Vici Gaming up a match. They do really have the Void, but it's, you know. Whatever we've already seen that today be pretty deadly, right? Earlier on this morning, we had a game with a Drow TA sort of just steamroll the whole thing. It's a great combo.
And they did it with the Bane. They two-manned the Roshan at 12 minutes with the Bane plus the TA. I could see them do the same thing with the Coddle TA because Coddle just shock the TA, and then you just refraction meld over and over again. I could definitely see them getting away with going for the Rosh early on. And how do you feel about this Void game, though? He's playing into what? The one stun and the silence from the Drow. The Drows can be a little bit annoying sometimes, but overall, looks like a pretty decent Void game still.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the silence and obviously the laning phase, you know, we've seen KP is a bit of a mastermind on the Verno, so we'll see sort of how well Eurus is able to farm up against that pressure.
Yeah, they're going to put tons of pressure on him. Is he going to get the room? KP's going to get that one, and it's going to be even trade here, right? Yeah, keep it 2. As he will give him the poke. And for sure, we will not have Eurus Paparazzi getting that full fruit farm that we saw him get last game, where he had the super early Midas with treads with the Wraith Bands, etc. As yeah, this is a very strong pressure lane. While last time, they left KP alone. They did a full defensive tri lane to make sure they could ensure that farm for the Morphling that didn't end up working out. But yeah, much more pressure to avoid this time.
Yeah, without a doubt, a much more even matchup expected in the lane. Armel and Ori, there's Kunkka versus TA. Yeah, I think, you know, you could have thrown anything against Armel. As long as it was a Huskar, he's going to be feeling happier than game 1.
Yeah, Ori is this. I've said it for a long time. Like Ori's Kunkka and his Punk are some of like top 2 in the world, honestly. I think Bias really like Ori.
And we'll see. You know, it's Paddle said one of those matchups. If he can hit the torrents, lane becomes very hard for Armels. Those refraction they sort of rely on, it's not going to quite be there. But at the same time, see if Armels able to be good with the side steps, and he's going to be able to read sort of the fake outs from Ori.
Down light is pressure up top with that fissure. It will be all right, but pressure's name of the game. And look what DY does. He's like, you want to be putting pressure on with poison stick? I'm just gonna skill my heal and so Paparazzi counteracted. Oh, yeah. It kind of does exactly do that. It counteracts it entirely.
Yeah, the Void is going to be very happy with his race.
Yep, you have to expect that. Some ROTK teaching right. Don't focus this game. You're getting heal level 1, and you're preventing Eurus from getting pressured. And it's working. He's got 8 last hits, 9 last hits now.
Except because you're not going to get a kill on this top lane if you're Vici Gaming with sort of a point cast. It's going to be incredibly unlikely. And even if it'll be one of those trades where you just take so much damage yourself, it's likely to not even be worth it a lot of the times.
He's actually landed several of his torrents already. I think that's the second one I saw connect to burn the refraction. And he gets a full clit onto Armel. Oh, classics already. 12-3 to 7-1.
One on lane. She ends up getting run down. PYW Yang able to get on top of the Drow. Force Gabby out of the lane while support was elsewhere.
That was what I was concerned about. I was just saying how I think that's a pretty tough lane for a Drow to... I think most lanes are pretty hard for Drow to farm, and personally, if you're playing versus a hero like Lina, too, with the Bassi starting off, you're going to be struggling. March was doing a great job helping the last with the Blinding Light, but yeah, they were able to get that chase down. And they're side pulling. They've got, I think this is a double range creep deny they're about to get on this side pull, which really hurts Gabby.
Some fantastic efficiency from Vici Gaming down at that bottom lane.
And
I mean, because of the way that they're playing it with the sort of support of the Witch Doctor, Eurus, his farms, it's absolutely fine up top.
And another torrent connect. That's 3 or 4 just single torrents connecting right away into those connect cleaves. But still gonna get just fine. TA farming excellent, as Ori will TP back, fill up the bottle, they get the pressure. We'll choose about even mid lane at least for the side of TNC.
See, PYW.
Gabby has no boots, and both of these have boots right now. Connects on March. He's got Blinding Light.
X should be able to. And he's bringing him low. Blinding Light does keep him safe.
Double boots on those offlaners, on the offlaner in the 4 position though, versus a Drow and a Coddle with no boots. definitely at risk of getting killed if you just get connected with the stun too far ahead.
Armel having to mango up as well, just because of how many refractions are getting ripped through by Ori.
Every time, look at that, another one. He does have the secondary refraction this time, but the Ruin, a DD top, that will be a blessing for Armel. Be able to actually pull ahead even further. Deny the Ruin from Ori as well. But yeah, the Vano Earthshaker, they probably expected to put a little bit onto that lane, onto the but the Witch Doctor pick, the lane that we probably didn't expect too much. 2 games in a row, working out perfectly to secure that farm.
That's made Euros feel very safe. You see the Sol Ring's nearly done for Tim, so then we'll be able to step up a bit of the pressure with the amount of fishes he is able to throw out to mess with the Void, force out the time walks.
Yeah. Gabby's getting slowed down much more than Eurus is, though, with the pressure coming out. Do we have some stacks coming out? Yep, some stacks coming out on Vici's side, at least on the Ancients, and they were checking those bounty runes, of course. Don't think Vici's going to be ruined this game.
No. Even though
March, he gets the push away. He's probably going to pay with his life if he does get the bounty rune.
I mean, the team will take that. You know, they'll say, March, good job. You know, you did what you wanted to. Secured the extra bit of gold for the team, paid with his life.
They're saving the bottom. Yeah, they're saving the bottom bounty rune, it looks like, for Ori. He's actually going to be bottling up PYW a little bit here so he can keep that presence.
Bounty!
And they're okay. They're going to swap. Looks like Ori wants to gank. He's not 6 yet. He's
Must be
really close to
okay.
it, yeah. He looks like he wants to just set up for a kill onto Gabby even before it. As it's actually March. No blinding light available. Should be a pretty easy one.
Yep, they've got the nuke damage to bring him low. The blind light.
I say that.
Yang's not going to be able to finish it. It was just enough, just in time. It looked for sure the Vici Gaming had it, but they didn't, as TNC will not lose much today.
The shocker refreshing that blinding light just in time. Oh, it's looking like a for sure death for March. I'll now pull a bit more further ahead as Ori is now level 6. And he's just poised down bottom for the moment.
Oh, we'll see where he heads now. I mean, obviously this is quite a bit of time that he spent going up and down the lanes and wasn't able to grab anything. His rune is there, but Tim's...
He's going to figure it.
Yeah, he's going to make sure that that does not go in the hands of Ori. They do have the sentry prepared though. And here's the boat combo coming out. So an Invis rune he may not get, but he does get a kill.
Very clutch sentry coming in there from PYW. And he secures himself the last hit too. He's like, I bought this. No, he's playing versus TA. Makes sense, right? You're gonna have those sentry wards early on to deward those traps. So very convenient. Armel will now begin the Ancients. And they're gonna give him the mid lane for that efficiency as well. 3-0. Much better start for TNC. Even if still a little bit behind. They're getting some pretty good farm in. Now KP is starting to rack up and being able to pressure and push the Void out a little bit for the moment.
Yeah.
Ori's going to actually be the one pulled into a smoke to top, so they don't want to deal with KP shenanigans. We want to get him out of there at least once.
Combo and a Malady. I mean, easily with the 3 of them, they do have the Chrono to rely on as well. Feel it necessary. KP, he's going to make a smart read though. Instantly TP's out. As soon as he starts to see Eurus sort of moving over to the trees, clearing out wards, that gave away his mind that Vici Gaming were looking for action. And KP, he avoids the whole gang.
Yep. He's got this efficient shrine, of course, too, with Tims. Very nicely done.
So again, an extra bit of wasted time here from Ori. Has been moving up and down, bottom lane to top lane. Hasn't been finding those big core kills.
Yeah, he's a couple 100 gold behind in it. Gabby, he's good in levels. Level 6 already on the Drow Ranger, but his net worth is down there, bottom 4, below the lean.
Tims does get caught out at the same time. Armel finds himself solo pickup. PYW continue to try and soak up some XP from that middle lane, but being the low-leveled leaner compared to the TA that Armel is, Armel was able to run him down.
And that's definitely like his fault too. He greedily walked up and didn't have a sentry down in mid lane, and there was double traps. So you're just dead as a support hero if you do not put a sentry down and kill those traps early on. A bit of a mistake there by PYW. As he will not clean up those traps. Traps are super valuable. I mean, 25 gold each is, well, it's no joke. As we'll clean up another one. More money for the Lena.
TNC can Gabby to the jungle. Continue to farm pretty safely. We'll see if Vici Gaming is able to go for any rotations into the jungle of TNC.
I imagine that Ori is looking to make aggressive moves still, because he's like, there's a TA, there's a Drow. What are these heroes going to do right now? They're both going to hit jungle creep, so they should have good movement available for them to be able to dive and put pressure. Maybe dive and look for a tower. I think it's probably the best play that Vici could do. Either one, the bottom or the mid lane tower. But it's definitely going to be a bit hard.
Because there is going to be this timing where when Armel has the Deso, and obviously at that point there'll be the Gabby already built up by Gabby. You know, Deso TA early on with that extra attack speed, it's disastrous to fight against. It's going to be easy pickoffs for Armel, and as you know, being backed up by the Chakra Magic, that is such a potent hero. You have to run. Armel's going to be hunting. And Vici Gaming themselves don't keep up the aggression. They may not be ready for Armel looking to kill them off.
Yeah, double meld hit is no joke. When you have like, I think what, 2 points in Chakra, I think it is, or 3 points in Chakra? Points in Chakra, you can just double meld immediately. Meld, hit, Chakra, meld, hit. And it stacks up that minus armor, of course, as we will see probably happen on the Rosh in a few moments if they get the opportunity.
10-minute runes. Again, will be 2 for 2.
Ooh, Tim's, he's actually stealing some stacks here. Walks in, he gets a couple of those there. Even continuing to stay for the Satyrs.
Radiant's bottom tower isn't looking so great.
We'll back off as soon as he catches wind of Eurus. Eurus does have Chrono, of course, still good to go. Bottom lane, Vici Gaming will push down the tier 1 tower. No interest from TNC to hold on to this.
You have to imagine they're going to lose towers. Look what I mentioned. Their 2 corners are jungling, and Venomancer is applying pressure top, so he can't actually move to defend those towers. I think his bots were on cooldown maybe still. I think he TP'd back to base and then bots towards top to keep the pressure on, so. But they will get a tower trade of their own. And more map control, and allows Armel to even put some deep rewards. And he did go for the blink again on the TA, so looks like he wants to be the, again, he wants to make space for the Drow Ranger. And for Gabby to just farm up a little bit.
Eurus here with the Chrono there, back up with the ghost ship, KP.
Easy kill.
Will fall, Vici Gaming. Themselves 1 kill. POW, elsewhere on the map, tier 6. They have got a lot of burst potential, Vici.
He's farming a lot on the, in this game. So pulling the lane back bottom too, like this. Pulling the lane so March can't get all that farm. Deny up the creep wave a little bit too. And he'll be able to get that extra farm. Just trying to be as efficient as possible as a double deploy. Oh.
I'm out. Trying to play around with Eurus. He knows that there's no Chrono. He's going to go for the blink takedown after the time. He's got it. Armel. The power of getting that blink first on the TA, allowing him to catch and chase down the void.
He's got 80 free, 76 free attack speed, so yeah, that damage.
And then suddenly he's got the goal for one of the Myth4 Hounds there, so it's going to be coming in at a very good timing at this pace for Armel. And you see of how far ahead he is. If he gets it away with any solo pickups on the cause.
I mean, look at DY too. DY just dead. 3 hits.
Top towers.
Oh my goodness, the TA.
Well, he's really starting to take over here.
He's getting revenge for that last game. You pick Huskar against me, and this is what he'll do when his power is not contained by the big scary fiery spear. And this game to Armel is having a beautiful start.
Dire's top tower.
Vici Gaming, it just feels like they've slowed down a little bit, which, if anything, it's got to favour that of TNC's. They're the lineup with the Drow Aura, the speed that they're going to be able to farm away. They have an incredibly effective core that utilizes that attack speed, this TA, to perfection at pretty much all stages of the game. You're seeing it now. This TA won't necessarily fall off very hard because of how much of a lead that Armel's got, and having that Drow Aura means you're pretty much good to go at any stage of the game.
Yeah, and it's TA is a little bit different, of course. You know, we've talked about it a lot. You hit 25 and you've got that meld bash, which is also just insane, and you've got a lot of combos to go with it too. So yeah, off to an excellent start. I mean, they're still like a little bit behind in gold, but their map presence is excellent, and they're putting pressure on. The KP's always standing in one lane, Armel's in another, and Drow's farming jungle. So they're distributing their wealth very nicely still.
Yeah, they're all across the map, whereas the Vici Gaming, the group, they've got 4 in their own jungle at the moment. Sort of seem a little undecided on where to make the move towards. Armel has backed out off that top lane.
Yeah, just a bit of a slow-paced one. Looks like he's looking to just pick up maybe, what, I believe the Halberd's about to be finished on Ori. That's going to be a big one. Same thing as last game. He's versus Drow TA. Very similar as last game where he was versus TA and Morphling. He would got that one on the Husk Guards. Very good item on those strength heroes, of course. They do have Chronosphere available though. And they might want to look to do something as there's the timing. So Dessa with
14 minutes.
With the blink as well.
Yeah.
And he's almost 15. Ooh.
That's got to be one of the fastest blink Dessas I've seen in a while.
Yeah, and he's got, how much now? 89 attack speed. All right, who's going to die? Who's it going to be?
What's that the equivalent of? How much does Moonshard give?
55, right? Has gotten buffed again? Oh, no, sorry, that's the Hyper Stone. Moonshard's 140, right?
I thought, I'll double check. So it's close to a Moonshard.
Moonshard's pretty sure it's 140.
You know, it's a lot of attack speed.
Is that wrong? No, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you're right, it's 140.
Is Hyper Stone still 50? No, I feel like it is. That's so stupid.
No, I think you're right.
It is, yeah, I was right, okay. I thought for some reason that one got changed too. It's weird because you build something that gives you that much bonus, but...
And then you consume it and it gives you less.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't do Moonshard maths, it doesn't work. 15 minutes bounty runes. Vici Gaming just fully focused on trying to secure the top two. They may look to take a fight here as Yura steps in. Will get knocked back. Gang's able to grab the bounty and they won't commit to the high ground. Won't jump in too deep. Doesn't mean TNC gets space to claim another tower on the bottom lane as Armello quickly picks up that Deso. He's already starting to work on that BKBs.
He pushed really, really fast. If they leave him alone for 10 seconds, that's pretty much how long to take that tower. Oh my god. Yeah, he is quite a monster. Now they're making the rotation down for him. He's camping high ground here, Yang.
He's gonna try and go. That disarms out, a blink away, will keep Armel safe.
And he baits a rotation. As Gabby just jungling the whole time. Level 13, having the freest game ever for himself. Just keeping in par with that Midas Void.
I love the pushbacks as well, Manta. Get up into the blink, but at the moment though, could be in a spot of order. They get the pushback with the Gust. Blinding Light as well, separating the Kunkka from Gabby. The Tidebringer does hit, but it isn't quite enough. Gabby able to walk that one away.
That was a big swing right there.
And even with that DD room wasn't quite hard enough of a hit.
They've got a smoke available for themselves. Now it does look like they might want to try to get something done with it here. As I think Eurus now does have the Maelstrom done, but they don't really have much vision on the map. They got to get some wards down. They don't really have any read on the map at all, and they have to be able to see at least something so they can be at least aware of when they go for that rush, because it's inevitable. TNC is going to go for it pretty soon. Very defensive wards coming out from Vici. Armel's actually he's on the prowl.
There's a fair few of these heroes that he can instantly delete. Well, I guess better the Lina and the Witch Doctor. He finds one of these two. They are gone, and the cause at least as well will have to seriously consider trying to turn and fight the TA at this point. That's unless they get a good few bashes from Eurus, this TA is going to just get out so much damage in that short duration.
He sees Armel with the wards that they've placed. They're starting to make them move.
See how safely Armel plays it.
Ori isn't the one actually moving over there though, and he's the easier one to set up as they don't really have Yules on yet.
Sticking top.
They know he's there. Oh! That ward! Oh, baby, that who put that ward? That's beauty.
I knew exactly where I went. Vici Gaming.
We were talking about sexy wards and sexy vision. That's one of them.
That'll do it. Armel. She's such a big kill here for Vici Gaming as he's the one where the money's at.
Ooh, yeah, off the mark there.
I'll be able to catch him out. So still with a fish ship. Oh, there is help coming in. In fact, jump forward.
Echo.
Drop the Echo. The ult's down on the two. The P1W4. Gabby's also in from the sidelines trying to poke in, but the GA's out for Yang. Now Gabby dragged back by Ori into the boat combo. They'll lose the tower as well. Tims and KPF just try and run themselves out of it, but they cannot do so. Eurus is able to close the gap with the time, pick up the double kill. From losing Armel up top to losing both of the cores plus a support. TNC caught a little out of position there.
There's an Echo there that connects pretty decently, but there's a pipe Omni Knight with his Guardian Angel available. You just walk through. There's no damage follow-up. Armel dead. Gabby is not really a hero to take the fights when he gets around. He just dies in a matter of seconds.
Radiant's top tower is gone.
Beautifully executed fight. I think they also got the last hit on the Will-O-Wisp. I think Paparazzi just turned and killed it when he was heavily graced.
No,
Radiant's middle tower is under
2k
attack.
advantage for Vici Gaming. Sure, you know, Armel, he is still the man in the top spot, but they need him desperately in the fights.
Yeah.
Going out like he did up top, he was caught up by the ward. Probably expect to see Armel play that little safe now, as he knows if he dies, his team is still incredibly vulnerable to the team fight and catch of Vici Gaming. They just don't have firepower themselves without TA to take a team fight.
And immediately when the fight finished, I saw Vici bought a gem right away. They won the fight, gem instantly purchased so they can clear out all those TA traps. Just keep yourself in control of the map, keep yourself your vision control as well, so you're not caught by like you're going for a smoke and on top of a trap. This is gonna help quite a lot Vici to continue their growth of this game. They never have to worry about those deep traps anymore now. And vision is going to be pretty limited for TNC. Bounty runes. Looking to be a 2 for 2 again.
Bounty!
And Armel's still playing him. I mean, he kind of has to. Nobody else can play top, so he has to be the one to push this one up, but you have to be a bit spooked after that last almost BKB though.
TP is going to come in just from PYW to clear the lane out, and that should be enough on its own to sort of send our